Welcome, ladies and gents. This is Samuel from Inside Gaming, and today I'm going to react to James Bond. First slide, sorry. And we're going to jump right into it. It's, of course, from the developer IO Interactive of Hitman fame. And Hitman is a game that I played since the early 2000s, I believe. The really, really old Hitman games, which I think have been all from IO, if I'm not completely mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'm actually quite positive about this and quite excited because it's a match made in heaven, if you ask me. IO and a James Bond license, that could really work out gameplay-wise, couldn't it? So, without further ado, let's jump into 007 First Light, the announcement trailer.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
This, by the way, is directly taken from the books, if I'm not mistaken. So that is quite interesting, that they're really going deep and they really make use of this amazing license, to be honest with you. Like, it's such a great license with amazing providence.
He then started a grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
That is a fantastic, intro, and, it pulls me in so deep. I mean, we all have our memories with Bond. May they be more recent or very long time ago. I remember how I played GoldenEye on the N64, not in my home because we didn't have one, but in my friend's home where we battled it out. And so many points in my life where, that was a thing in the early 2000s. I think it was late 90s, early 2000s, the Pierce Brosnan, Bonds and so forth. It's, as I said, a series with a great history, fantastic filmic history, but also a fantastic game history. I was just recently playing the outing from Bizarre Creations, I believe they're called, the guys that did MSR and a couple of really good racing games. Sorry, my brain is just not working at the moment, but they made some great games, and I played that recently on the PlayStation 3, really enjoyed it. It was with Daniel Craig, and then so many more cool stuff. So that one really gave me goosebumps, I have to say, because we're not bound to any movie. We're bound only to the licensed James Bond here. And they're going deep. They're going really back into the 50s, to the original source material, and they crafted an original story, which is really fantastic. So for me, I give this already a huge thumbs up for that. And we know that this is a quality developer as well. We know that they really delivered with the Hitman series.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of
It's an origin story that is so ingenious.
ourselves, James.
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master the manipulator. Whatever the endgame is, we won't see it coming.
This
Jet
looks
lag
slick as fuck.
gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
Yeah, baby. We got new driving.
Tell me, what do you do, James?
Lately, headhunting.
Fantastic trailer.
I suppose this is another teachable moment.
That is fantastic. So, what do I think about this? I firstly want to say that great use of music, great use of the license overall. Gameplay looks slick AF, if you ask me, as well. Really slick. Then, what do I worry about? A little bit. Just a little bit. But I'm sure they got the talent. I hope so. I'm pretty sure they got the talent. In this regard, is the story. It's just nothing that ever gripped me in the Hitman games. It was all gameplay focused. And a nice backbone of the story. Great character, you have to say. Like, really well-established character with Agent 47. But ultimately, like, not blown away by what they did with story-wise. I really think they have to amp it up tremendously. And it looks like, if they did, it looks like that. But we will only know in 2026, hopefully, if it doesn't get postponed. So, overall, a big thumbs up. I can't wait what they do gameplay-wise. It looks like pretty similar structure to me from the Hitman games. You know, big, sprawling, open levels, sandboxes in a way, where he then has to do, like, missions, basically. Lots of use of gadgets, of course. I loved to see that there are vehicles, which is a must for any Bond game, and I think there have been very little without, so that's not that much of a surprise. I love that they're going for origin story in general. That is just, like, extremely smart to not, you know, use contemporary Bond movies, but to really craft their own kind of, like, Bond story. Very, very smart. And I can't wait to see more gameplay. What we already have seen is a lot of, like, cinematic sequences with what appeared to be maybe gameplay moments, but I want to see more. So IO Interactive, please give us more. If you enjoyed this video, of course you know what to do. Smash that like. If you didn't, then let me know what you didn't like about it. Maybe I can fix it in the next video. Subscribe to the channel if you like, and I see you guys in the next one. Peace out.